Hi everyone, welcome to Last Minute Coders. My name is Vinay. I hope you guys are doing good. In this video, we are going to see how to give security in your Canvas App PowerApp. So I've created one sample application and only I've created this header section. So I'm going to teach you everything from scratch. So there are multiple kinds of security in Canvas app. One can say there is a role-based security, role level security, and then there is group level security. So multiple securities are there. So in this video, I'm going to teach you about the group level security. Okay. So basically what we will do is we will create multiple security groups, and based on those security groups, we will give access to the users. So I have one user, Vinay. I have another user, as you can see up here, that is this lead engineer. I have another user, that is this person, that is IT admin. So there are 3 persons. So this is our application. By the way, let me just create a button on this screen. So as you can see up here, I created this button. Okay. And I'll rename this button, let's say admin page. Okay. So same way, let me create 3 buttons. Okay, the next page will be, let's say, HR page, and then the next page is member page. Okay, simple. So let's say I have 3 kind of users. One is admin. So let's say Vinay is an admin user, and this lead engineer is this HR person, and then this IT admin is a normal member. Okay, so just think of this example, and in this app I'll create like 3 screens, or maybe I'll create one screen, and here I'll just create one label. Okay. And let me increase this label size to 100, and here I'll display like let's see, if I click on this button, so I should be navigated to that screen 2. Okay, and the transition should be, let's say, fade, and the variable I'll pass. Okay, so I'll say var access. Okay, and let me say in double quotes, I'll say admin user, something like that. I'll copy this code, and wait a sec, I forgot to close the curly braces. So I'll copy this code, and I'll select these 2, and I'll paste here as well, and here I'll say HR admin. So see, I have selected both. So in both HR admin, HR user will be written. So I'll click up here, I'll change it to member user. So again, I'll show you that in this one I have written admin user, in this one this variable is HR user, in this one this variable is var access. Now what I'll do is, so this is basically a context variable, so I'll click on this one. So this text should be whatever is inside that variable. So see, I have gone to this text property, and you can see up here on the top left corner the text property is being selected. I said var access. So here you can see admin user, and on this screen what I can do is I can create a back icon also, so that I can navigate back. And in this in its on select property, I just need to write one very basic code, that is back. Inside back you can pass transition also, so let me pass this faded transition. So see this, it's very easy. If I click on HR user, so HR member. Alright, so now what should happen? See, if an admin user login, so he should be able to only to this page. If a HR login, then he should be able to only access this page. If a member login, then he should be able to access this page. And if they don't have access to this page, they should be navigated to this the third page. Let me duplicate this one. I'll delete this, and this is screen, this variable is throwing me an error. I'll remove this variable here. Inside double quotes I'll write you don't have access. Okay, something like that. I'll say very simple kind of application, just to show you how the security works. So see, if an admin click on HR page, so he should be navigated up here, you don't have access. Okay, so let's see how we create security roles in our Microsoft ecosystem. Okay, So there is a thing called Azure AD. So to access that, you need to be an admin, and this site you have to go portal.azure.com. I'll provide this link in the description, and you might see information button on the top right corner as well. So just click on that and open this link. So see, only admins will be able to access this thing. Okay, so here just search for groups, and as soon as you'll search for groups, if you are not able to access the screen, then you need to ask anybody in your team, the person who has access to this. Mainly like admin members have access to this section of your Microsoft Azure. Okay, so here you can create groups. It's very simple. See, click a new, create new group, and as soon as I'll click up here, so all the SharePoint groups, they will also come inside it, this only, but from here also you can create groups. So here you can see group type is security, so just select security group. You can name this group as, let's say, admin, I'll say test. Okay, so this is admin test, and I'll say group, admin test group. Okay, and this is member, I'm not adding. Owner, I can add myself, so let me add myself as the owner. So yes, and members, I can in admin I'll again add myself only. Okay, so very simple, I'll add myself. Alright, this group, I think it's good. I'll hit on create. So see, as soon as I create this group, you will see this group up here now. So you can see admin test group, and it has some ID associated to it. Quickly, let me create a HR group. So I'll say HR underscore test group. Okay, and owners may, this time I'll not add myself as an owner. I'll add, let's say, lead engineer. Okay, and in member also I'll add him. So owner, you can add one person. Member may you can add multiple persons. Okay, it's not that I'm just adding one person, so you just have to add one. In members, you can add multiple members. It doesn't matter who is the owner, but member he should be the part of this member group. Okay, so let's hit on create. So I'll just create two group. For users, I will not create any group. Okay, so these two group I have created. You can see these two group will show up here. So one is this admin group, one is this, as you can see, two groups are being created. Now how to see these two groups or all of these groups in your Canvas App PowerApps? So what you need to do is go to data section. You need to add one connector that is called Office 365 groups. So you can search for groups on the top if you're not able to see up here. So you can see Office 365 groups. Just click on that and select your connection. As soon as you will do that, your connection will be seen on the left hand side. Now just to give you an example how to see all the groups in your Canvas app, so just insert one vertical gallery, and I'll scroll it down, increase its width, height. Firstly, I'll go to layout. I'll select this title, subtitle and body, and here I'll go. So see, on its data source, the code that I'll write is Office 365 group. And then there are so many things, right? List groups, list group member, right? So what we need groups names, right? So just write list groups, open the bracket. So see, it is these are like optional field. So I'll close it, and after that I'll write dot value. V should be small, okay? And see, this is what a data type of this is table. So if it is a table, I'm seeing the content up here. I'll click up here on the second one. I'll say this item dot anyways, names are more than enough. So I'll click on this gallery and I'll just select title. I will not select like multiple values. This title is not coming up, so I'll say display name. That's it. So you can see all my groups. Let me give it some border. Let's say 2 pixels border. So all my groups name are being mentioned up here, right? Let me decrease its template height as well. Yes, great. So you can see Canvas app tutorial, HR test group, admin test group. So these were the groups, right? As you can count up here as well. So I have in total 11 groups, and you can count up here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So all the groups we are able to see up here. Now let's say if I click on this arrow, then I need to see the member of this group. How we can do that? So I'll copy this thing. I'll copy it 2 times. Okay, and then I'll move this gallery to the right hand side. And this time I need members of this group. So I'll say list group members. Okay. Again, but this require one required field, so it will ask you group ID. It will say give me the group ID. So as I've shown you earlier, this object ID is nothing but this group ID. So if you don't have access to this group panel, I don't think you will be able to see this, but since I'm an admin, I'm able to see. But even though if you are not have access to this, but with the help of this group ID, let me give you an example. Let me copy this admin group object ID, and I'll copy it. And see here inside double quote, if I'll paste it, and I need to close the double quotes as well, and after it I'll write dot value. So you can see like Vinay bot 01 IT admin. So if I'll click on this group, you will see these 3 are the members of this group. I'll click on this members. So you can see bot 01 IT admin Vinay is the member of this admin group. Now this is not the group that I've created just now. Okay, the group that I've created just now, let me just show you that one. So the group that I've created just now is this admin group, right? Its object ID is this. So if I copy this object ID, and instead of this one, if I paste this here right now, so you can see only Vinay is the part of this group, right? So this is how. Now let me connect this this gallery with this gallery. So instead of this, what I'll say is the name of this gallery. So I'll copy the name and I'll go up here. I'll just say gal1.selected.id, and that's it. As you can see up here, if I play my app, if I click on this HR group, so you can see, right, HR test group lead engineer is the member, admin group, these 3 are the member, maybe ticket management user, these 4 are the members. So as you can see up here, admin test group, so Vinay. So here I've created 2 groups, right, HR and admin, right? Now that we know how to get this, how to work with this, okay, so once I got this user, right, see, let me just go to layout, let me say title, subtitle, and here let me just show you user principal name. Okay, so that is nothing but my email. Okay, so basically this email, and inside Power App Canvas App, I don't know if you know or not, we have one user function. So I'll say user dot email. So as you can see, the person who is signed in into the Canvas app, right, that person email will come through this function. Okay, so if we match this email with this group email, so based on these 2 we can say, right, if this person is an admin or an HR or a normal member, right? So this is what we are going to do. So this is just to show you an example. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete this as well. So now I just see this is the current user's email, right? I'll keep it on this side. Now let me do one thing. Let me just create one label. I'll say access level, and here I'll access level. After it I'll show whether this person is an admin or not, or whatever he is. Okay, so let me give it some border. Okay, so let me give it some border, and right. Okay, so access level. So what kind of access does this person has, whether he's an admin, whether he's a HR, whether he's a normal member. So I'll go up here, I'll go to its text property. After this I'll use a concatenation symbol, that is and sign, and here I'll write see, the code that I'm going to write is lookup. So lookup will look up into a table, and just now we saw if I write Office 365 groups dot list group members, and here if I pass the ID of this admin test group, if I copy this, and inside double quotes if I pass this ID and I say dot value, okay, and see, I'll put a comma now. See, and now it is giving me the columns of this table, right? This is nothing but a table. right? From here to here, it is nothing but a table. Now it's column name. So which column do I need to map? As I told you earlier, right? User principal name. By what I need to map it with? So user.email function. So if these two matches, right? Then if these two matches, then what should be the output? The output should be whether this person is an admin or not. So basically I just need to look up, no need to display anything. Here I'll write one condition. If is blank and close the bracket at the end, I'll write admin. Now you may be asking, like, you may be thinking why I did this. So I'll just use a not symbol up here. Okay, I'll just use a not symbol up here. So as you can see up here, if I, and if is not in this thing, so I'll say, for now I'll say unknown access. Okay, so you can see I'll save this application and I'll publish it, and after its publication I'll share this app with these two users as well, like this lead engineer and this IT admin. So you can see here it is showing admin because Vinay is logged in, so it is showing admin. So let me share this application. How to share the application? Here, see, we have this share icon. I'll click on it. So a new Windows has been opened, and here you will see one interface to share your application. So you can see share role-based security. So this is a role-based security, but if you give access from here, right, every access will go to other person as well, even though they are not co-owners, even though they are just a normal member, so they will have all the access. So let me search for lead engineer and let me search for IT admin. IT, yes, admin. I'll make them normal users so they won't be able to like edit the application. So I'll just share the app with them, and as soon as I'll share the app with them, you can, once this is completed, then I'll go up here, go to apps, and inside share with me, I'll see the application up here, but I think it's, yes, now it is done. It may take 1 to 5 minutes depending, like sometimes it take a little bit more time, so just be patient. It may take a little bit more time. So as you can see, currently I'm not seeing that app here yet, so let's wait. What I can do is I can click up here, I can go to Outlook. In Outlook we may receive an email because that option was ticked. So see, Vinay has shared the role-based security app, so I can click on run the app. So we can't check the safety of this website out right now, please. Okay, so I think it's taking a bit, but it will open. Just you have to be patient. That's the only key there is. Let me refresh up here also, and I think here in this one, in IT admin one, I should be able to see. No. So again, I will open Outlook up here, and from the Outlook I'll receive one mail. I'll click on that link. So yes, I'll go up here and we'll wait, and then I'll click on this run app. Let me again close this. Let me again click on this. So you can see in this one it is asking me to allow. I'll allow it up here. Let me try to open it again, and this time this app is opening. So again here also I'll allow. So you can see it is for lead engineer. You can see lead engineer email is coming up here. It is saying unknown access, and same for this person also. It will say IT admin. It is saying unknown access, but for Vinay this application was saying he's an admin. The same thing. Now see, what I'll do is I'll go up here, I'll copy this code, right where this unknown is written. I'll remove that. I'll paste this code. Okay, so I'll say if, and this thing again, if is blank and so on and so forth. Let me just close the bracket first. Expected to, let me check where is the error. So this lookup is Alright. So this lookup is closing up here, rather it should not close up there. Okay, this lookup should. Okay. I got the issue. So basically, if is asking for two condition. Okay, so here it is closing. I'll put a comma up here. So I'll say HR this time and comma member. Okay. So two thing I did. Let me do one thing. Let me increase its size. So see, the first thing is if this is not blank, the admin one is not blank, then show what? Show admin. But the next condition, if that the person who logged in is not an admin, then check whether this person is HR or not. So I'll go to HR group, I'll go back and I'll click on my HR group. I'll copy its object ID. I'll go to my Canvas app. Here I'll paste this object ID. Okay. So I'm just checking whether this person is HR or not. So if this is not blank, basically if the data is coming right, if this contains data, then that means that person is an HR. But if the member is not found on this list, then he's a normal member. Let's say basic user. Right. So this is like group level security. So see, I'll save my application and I'll publish it. Now see, if I'll play my app, still Vinay is an admin, so this doesn't changed. But here now, if I'll refresh my app, you will see this lead engineer here. I'll see HR. Let me just refresh up here. And here, until the new version app come, this will not update. So see, now I'll click on refresh, and here also I'll refresh. So now you can see for lead engineer it is showing me HR. For Vinay, it was showing me admin, and for this person, once I'll refresh, it will show me basic. Let me refresh. It is showing me basic user. So see, HR, basic user, IT admin, basic user, and this is an admin. Now the same thing you can do here. If I go up here, so basically what I need to do is I need to copy this condition, this if condition. Okay, and I'll go up here, and before this navigate function I need to paste this code. I'll say if is blank. So if this thing is blank, it's not blank, sorry, then navigate to this admin user screen, then this is fine. Otherwise you navigate but to different screen. Okay, and don't pass any variable to that screen as well. So I'll say navigate to 2_ I think that screen is called 2_1 screen that you don't have access. So 2_1 screen, and I'll not pass any variable to it, and that's it. So see, if this table contains data, right? If this again I'm saying if this table contains data of Office 365 list groups. So in this list group, this is an admin group. So if in this admin group this person exists, then that person will go to admin user screen. Okay. Otherwise, that person will go to this screen, which will say you don't have access. Okay, simple. Now the same thing I can do for other as well, right? So I already have the code up here for HR. So I'll copy this thing. I'll simply just copy this thing, and I'll go up here in HR page. I'll paste this link up here, put a comma, then I'll copy this and comma, enter, paste, and close, and I'll navigate to 2_1 without. So the same thing for HR also, right? Very simple, very simple. Okay, so if he is not an HR, then he should be navigated to that you don't have access screen. And for members, anyways, admin and HR should be able to navigate to member page because admins have access to all the pages like that. But if you want to restrict admins to like view member page, definitely you can. See, again, what you need to do is you need to pass, wait a sec, you need to pass these two conditions. So let me just copy everything from up here. I'll go up here. Firstly I'll paste it, then I'll remove the things. So I'll remove this part. Don't need this this admin. I don't need this. Then here two ifs are not required. So I'll say if this is blank, this time I'll use both is blank, and in between I'll use an AND operator. So if this is blank, right, and this is blank, so if this user is not found in admin group and not found in this group, right, then I'll remove this part. So I'll say then navigate to this screen 2 with with access, with member access. Otherwise navigate to that screen 2_1 screen. Very simple. I'll put a comma, I'll paste it, and I'll close the bracket. I'll say navigate to 2_1 screen, and don't pass any variable up here. So if you don't understand this part, you will, but see, just take a little bit time to understand this thing. So see, I'm saying if this lookup is blank, if this user.email person is not found in admin group and it is not found in HR group, then he's a member, right? It's that simple. Then that person is a member, and if he's a member, he should be navigated to screen 2, and the variable should be member user. Otherwise, if he's a part of admin or HR group, he should be navigated to this screen, you don't have access screen. Okay, so let me publish this application. Once this application is published, let me just show you. Let me just go to screen 1 first, and then let's show you. So if I click on HR page, so see, it is saying you don't have access because this admin doesn't have access to HR page. And if I click on member page, so again it is saying you don't have access. But if I click on admin page, so you can see admin user, so it is navigating me to the correct page. Now let me go to this to different lead engineer. Let me refresh the app. So the new version of app came, and I think the new version is now available up here. So let me click, see, this lead engineer is what, he's an HR, right? You can see the access level up here. So if I'll click on this admin page, so the app will say you don't have access. Again, if I'll go back, if I'll click on HR page, so app will say HR user. If I'll go back, if I'll click on member page, so in the member page, it will show you don't have access. So HR will only be able to access this HR page. Let me just show you the IT admin also. So he's a basic user. So if I'll click on admin page, again, he don't have access. If I'll click on HR page, again, he doesn't have access. But if I'll click on member page, so it is showing member user. So this is how you give security to multiple users. So you just need to create group, and with the help of this Office 365 group connector, you can get the details and the members of those groups up here. And once you get the members of those groups, you just need to check using this lookup code whether this group list or table contains that user or not, by using this condition user principal is equal to user.email. So if this person who is authenticated to the Canvas app is the part of this group, then he or she should be able to access the whatever things you will do right after this. If otherwise, you can just navigate him to this some page like this, like you don't have access kind of page. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it. You learned about the securities in Canvas App PowerApp. So this is it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed this. So if you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the updates for such amazing videos that I'm going to cover in future. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye.